Coronation Street star Sally Carman has admitted that it'll be really tough if her character Abby Webster splits from husband Kevin in the coming months. Abby has recently risked her future with Kevin by pursuing a steamy affair with his younger brother Carl. In frank discussions over her feelings, Abby has acknowledged that she cares deeply for Kevin after their strong history, but isn't in love with him. Long-running soap affairs nearly always have their consequences, so could a breakup be looming for Abby and Kevin in the future? Speaking exclusively to us at a photoshoot for the Inside Soap Awards 2025, Sally commented, "This storyline, as brilliant as it is and I am loving it, does mean that potentially I might have to work less with Mike Lavelle who plays Kev Webster in the future. That has been really tough because I feel like we're married. Work wife, work husband, we have that relationship and he's got my heart forever. He's my friend and I'll see him outside of work and all will be well. But I'm going to miss working with him because he's a dream and I adore him." Worrying times for Abby start to unfold in tonight's episode when her jealous former friend Tracy Barlow uncovers the truth about the affair. Tracy is determined to work the situation to her own advantage, which is bad news for Abby. Discussing Abby's ill-fated connection with Carl, Sally continued, "I don't think it would be wise for Abby to totally trust Carl in any capacity whatsoever, but lovely Abby, and I know not everybody thinks she's lovely, but I do. She just wants the fairy tale, God bless her, so she's blindly hurtling towards disaster possibly. Tracy finding out about the affair ain't good. Of all the people in all the land, for it to be Tracy, there's certainly going to be fireworks but I'm here for it. I hope you are too." Sally took part in Inside Soap's exclusive awards photoshoot to celebrate her nomination in the Best Storyline category this year. Mason Radcliffe's tragic death and Abby's subsequent PTSD after witnessing his final moments is among the contenders. "To be up for the Best Storyline prize this year is such an exciting honor," she added. "When you're working with brilliant people and you get to create something together, it just feels wonderful because it's a team effort. I'm really pleased that we're up for it, so please vote for us. I didn't know before I got the scripts that Abby would play such an important role in Mason's exit storyline, but oh my goodness, when the scripts came through and I saw that relationship in that intense moment when he was dying, and the run up to that with the little altercation in Seb's garden, it was a wonderful thing to be able to get my teeth into and unpick. For people to recognize that, and just to be nominated, is insane, so thank you so much." Coronation Street's Sally Carman on Abby Webster's affair bombshell, Kevin heartbreak and Inside Soap Awards glory. Coronation Street has never been short of heartbreak, secrets, and scandals, but the latest twist in Abby Webster's life has left fans on edge about what might be next for the troubled mechanic. Played by Sally Carman, Abby is once again caught between her fiery impulses and her yearning for stability, and this time the fallout could destroy her marriage to Kevin Webster, Michael Lavelle, forever. The affair storyline, with Kevin's younger brother Carl, has been brewing quietly in recent weeks, but Thursday's explosive episode sees Abby's betrayal finally threatening to come out. With Tracy Barlow catching wind of the truth, the stage is set for a storm of betrayal, blackmail, and heartbreak in the cobble's most beloved garage family. Speaking exclusively during the Inside Soap Awards 2025 photoshoot, Sally Carman opened up about the emotional challenge of playing Abby during such a turbulent chapter. "It'll be really tough if Abby and Kevin split." In candid conversation, Sally admitted that while she adores the drama of the story, the thought of losing screen time with co-star Michael Lavelle hits her hard. "This storyline, as brilliant as it is and I am loving it, does mean that potentially I might have to work less with Mike, who plays Kev, in the future," she explained. "That has been really tough because I feel like we're married. Work wife, work husband, we have that relationship and he's got my heart forever. He's my friend, and I'll see him outside of work and all will be well. But I'm going to miss working with him because he's a dream and I adore him." For viewers, Kevin and Abby's relationship has been one of Coronation Street's more surprising but ultimately heartwarming pairings. Kevin, the dependable garage stalwart, found new purpose and love with Abby, a woman haunted by past mistakes but determined to create a better life. Their wedding in 2021 felt like a triumph of second chances, with Abby finally finding stability after years of chaos. But so planned never lets happiness last for long. Abby's emotional tornado. Abby has always been a character ridden with contradictions at her core, tough yet vulnerable, fiercely loyal yet often self-destructive. Sally Carman has repeatedly described playing her as a gift, because she can switch from raw tragedy to comic one-liners within the space of a scene. In this latest arc, Abby is wrestling with feelings she can barely admit to herself. She cares deeply for Kevin and appreciates the safety he provides, but when it comes to romantic passion, she's struggling. Her connection with Carl, Kevin's younger brother, started as banter and flirtation. Carl represented a dangerous spark, reminding Abby of the reckless side of herself she's tried to bury. But in giving into temptation, Abby has put everything at risk: her marriage, her job, her sobriety, and her reputation in Weatherfield. Speaking about the affair, Sally noted, "I don't think it would be wise for Abby to totally trust Carl in any capacity whatsoever. But lovely Abby, and I know not everybody thinks she's lovely, but I do. She just wants the fairy tale, God bless her, so she's blindly hurtling towards disaster possibly." Tracy Barlow. The worst person to know. If there's one person on the street who never passes up an opportunity to stir the pot, it's Tracy Barlow. Played with iconic venom by Kate Ford, Tracy has already learned of Abby's betrayal, and she's not about to let the secret sit quietly. Tracy has a long-standing love-hate relationship with Abby, sometimes showing solidarity as fellow tough women, but more often circling like a shark when she smells weakness. In classic Tracy fashion, she sees Abby's mistake not just as gossip fodder, but as leverage. Tracy finding out about the affair ain't good, Sally teased. Of all the people in all the land, for it to be Tracy, there's certainly going to be fireworks, but I'm here for it. I hope you are too. Viewers can expect Tracy to use the affair for her own gain, perhaps blackmailing Abby or using it as ammunition in one of her never-ending feuds. For Abby, this is the worst-case scenario, because Tracy will never let her live it down. A history of heartache. Abby's journey so far. To understand why fans are so invested in Abby's turmoil, it's worth revisiting her turbulent journey on the cobbles. Struggles with addiction. When Abby first arrived in 2017, she was in the grip of drug and alcohol dependency. She lost custody of her children and often spiraled out of control. The death of Seb. In 2021, Abby's son Seb was brutally murdered in a hate crime. Sally Carmen's performance earned widespread praise, with scenes of Abby grieving described as some of Corey's most powerful ever. Marriage to Kevin. Against the odds, Abby and Kevin built a family unit, with Kevin standing by her through relapses, court battles, and the fight for custody of young Alfie. The return of past demons. Despite progress, Abby's past never quite lets her go. Every so often, temptation rears its head, and now, Carl has become the embodiment of that destructive pull. This layered backstory makes Abby's affair more than just a scandal. For viewers, it's another test of whether she can finally learn from past mistakes, or whether she's doomed to repeat them. Sally Carmen on award recognition. Away from Abby's messy love life, Sally is also celebrating recognition at the Inside Soap Awards 2025, where she's nominated for Best Storyline. The nomination comes for Abby's role in Mason Radcliffe's tragic death earlier this year. After witnessing his final moments, Abby was left grappling with PTSD, once again plunging the character into emotional turmoil. To be up for the Best Storyline prize this year is such an exciting honor, Sally said. When you're working with brilliant people and you get to create something together, it just feels wonderful because it's a team effort. I'm really pleased that we're up for it, so please vote for us. She revealed she hadn't known initially that Abby would play such a central role in Mason's exit storyline. When the scripts came through and I saw that relationship in that intense moment when he was dying, and the run-up to that with the little altercation in Seb's garden, it was a wonderful thing to be able to get my teeth into and unpick. For people to recognize that, and just to be nominated, is insane, so thank you so much. Fans react. Team Abby or Team Kevin? Soap fans are famously divided when it comes to affairs. Some see Abby's fling with Carl as a betrayal Kevin will never forgive, while others argue that Abby is being written true to form. Impulsive, damaged, but deeply human. On social media, the debate is heating up. Kevin has been nothing but good to Abby, she doesn't deserve him after this, wrote one viewer. Abby's flawed, but that's why I love her. She's real, she makes mistakes. I just hope Kevin finds it in his heart to forgive her. Carl is trouble. She's risking everything for a fling that won't last 5 minutes. The storyline also ties into a wider conversation about how soaps handle women who cheat. Where men like Peter Barlow or Steve McDonald often get chance after chance, female characters sometimes face harsher judgment. Abby's journey may challenge those double standards. What next for Abby and Kevin? While Sally can't reveal exact spoilers, the direction seems clear. The truth will come out, Kevin will be devastated, and Abby will face the toughest test of her marriage yet. Soaps thrive on cycles of betrayal and redemption, and it's possible this affair will serve as another rock-bottom moment for Abby, pushing her to prove she truly wants to change. But with Tracy lurking and Carl unlikely to disappear quietly, the road ahead looks messy. Kevin, meanwhile, may face his own crossroads. Will he forgive Abby out of love and loyalty, or will he finally decide he's had enough heartbreak for one lifetime? The legacy of Sally Carmen's performance. Regardless of the outcome, Sally Carmen has cemented herself as one of Corey's most vital performers. Since joining the show, she has consistently delivered powerhouse performances, tackling storylines about addiction, grief, and trauma with authenticity and grit. Her ability to balance Abby's raw edges with her vulnerability has made the character both infuriating and deeply sympathetic. It's why fans root for her, even when she's making disastrous choices. Conclusion. Abby Webster's affair storyline may be a turning point for Coronation Street's Garage Queen. With Tracy Barlow poised to expose her, Kevin facing potential heartbreak, and Carl's future on the cobbles uncertain, the next few months promise explosive drama. For Sally Carmen, it's both a challenge and a joy. Losing some screen time with Michael Lavelle may be tough, but the actress relishes every chance to dig into Abby's chaos. And with award nominations under her belt, it's clear viewers and critics alike are captivated. Whether Abby and Kevin survive or not, one thing is certain. Sally Carmen and her character remain at the beating heart of Weatherfield's most gripping stories.